In today's lecture, we are going to discuss database languages. Database languages are used to work with database. There are two types of database languages. The first one we have is data definition language. Data definition language is used to specify database schema. Database schema is nothing but the description about the database. That is, what contents you are going to store into a database. For example, in department, we want to have three columns: department number, department name, and location. With this, we should also specify what type of values we are going to enter for these three fields. So department number, as we are going to enter numeric values, the data type should be specified as number. In the similar way, department name should be text and location should be text. For employee table, we want to have 4 columns. Employee ID is number, employee name, text, address, the data type is memo, department number, data type is number. It also specifies the physical structure of each relation, that is, how exactly the database is stored on the storage device and how the data should be accessed. What method should be used to access the data. In addition to that, DDL allows us to specify domain values associated with each attribute. Domain values are nothing but a set of values which are allowed in a particular column. For example, department number. If in your organization there are 3 departments, then the department number should be 1, 2 or 3. So 1, 2 and 3, these are the domain values for department number. If you have students database, if there are 5 divisions A, B, C, D and E, then the domain values for division should be A, B, C, D and E, so that it accepts any one value from the given list, from the given domain values. Integrity constraints help to keep the database in consistent state. That is, the database should have the correct values. There should not be any incorrect values. For example, we have department table wherein we have 3 records for 3 different departments present in the organization. We have employee table where we have 4 records. Now if you see here, the department number which is entered for employee should be any one value which is already available in the department table. If the department 4 does not exist in the department table, then it should not allow to add the employee record with the department number 4. By specifying the proper integrity constraints, these things can be avoided and we can make sure that only the correct data is added into the database. DDL also specifies set of indices to be maintained for each relation. So indices help to access the data from the database. For example, in case of department table, department number can be used as the index for accessing the information from the department table. In the similar way, employee ID column can be used as the index to access data from the employee table. Some of the examples of the statements present in data definition language are create, which is used to create a relation into the database, which will specify what should be the columns and what should be the data type for every column. Alter is used to modify the table structure. For example, we may want to add some more columns into the department table. For example, we want to add one more column as manager or the contact number. This can be done with the help of alter. Then we have drop statement, which is used to delete the unwanted columns from the table. Second type of database language is data manipulation language. DML is the collection of tools to perform some operations on the database, such as inserting new records or the information. As employees are appointed, their details are added into the employee table. This is nothing but inserting new records. Retrieving information stored in database. Retrieving is nothing but accessing the information which is already stored into a database. For example, retrieving or accessing the list of employees working in a particular department. Deleting unwanted information. If any employee leaves the organization, the details about that employee can be deleted. Modifying information. Modifying information allows us to make the changes in the information which is already added into the database. For example, if the department is shifted from one location to another location, the location for that department should be changed. In the similar way, if the contact address of employee is changed, then we need to modify the details for that particular employee. Some of the statements available in data manipulation language are insert, used for inserting new information. Select is used to access the already entered information from the database. Delete is used for deleting unwanted information, and update is used for modifying or changing the information which is entered into the database. So we have these two types of database languages, that is DDL, data definition language, and DML, data manipulation language.